Hello, and welcome to Ranting Ryan's live Q&A show. The show where I answer all your questions. Surely you know how it works by now. Mr. Freeman's just tuned in, so hello there, Mr. Freeman. And so has Mario Fanatic 2004. Hi. Oh, and so has Dino Birdie. Hi. Now, so is Mr. Robertson. Hello. Oh, Mr. Freeman hopes the audio doesn't corrupt this week. Now, you may have heard that last week I got heard that audio corrupted by the end. I didn't know about that, but when I watched the whole thing over, when I watched the whole show through to see what happened, I realized, I went, oh, how did that happen? Oh, and Mr. Freeman thought it was funny last week when the corruption's made, because it made me sound like a Dalek. Oh, thank you. I suppose I did sound a bit like a Dalek there when I watched that clip. Oh, you noticed, Mr. Fanatic. Looks Christmassy in the background. Well, yes. You see, it's December. It's Christmas time. So that's why I've decorated my room to look very Christmassy, and I love Christmas. Oh, Mr. Fanatic has asked the first question, which is, have you watched The Grinch? No, I haven't, but I wouldn't want to, because I've heard that character hates Christmas and tries to ruin it. Hates Christmas? It makes me so mad to think about it. How can you hate Christmas? Christmas is the happiest time of the year. So I can't think why anyone would hate it. It's a very happy time of the year. And then this green creature goes to spoil it. I don't care if he does like it at the end. I'm still not going to watch it. Thank you for your question. And Dino Birdie has asked, did you know that Bob Holness was the original host of the game show Blockbusters? Yes, I did know that, actually. Yeah, I did know that because of the famous quote from Blockbuster history, "Can I have a pee, please, Bob?" Yeah, that's very famous, that. Yes. Yeah, so that made... So, yes, I did know that Bob Holness was the original host of Blockbusters, and I do believe that he did it for a long time. So, good for the man. Thank you for your question. And Mr. Freeman asks, have you heard of the comedian Spike Milligan? Yes, I have heard of Spike Milligan. In fact, funnily enough, I've heard of this program called Taking Over the Asylum, that Scottish program, and I thought it looked interesting, so I gave it a watch, and it's really good. It's got a bit of everything. It's got comedy, it's got tragedy, it's got action, everything. And Spike Milligan made a guest appearance in one of the episodes, so I thought that was really cool. So I have heard of Spike Milligan. So thank you for your question. Yes. He did do a sketch show called Q. Thank you for pointing that out, Mr. Freeman. Mr. Fanatic asks, have you heard of the actor Mark Wooten? No, I haven't heard of Mark Wooten, but I like that surname. Wooten! 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 That's probably what his boss would say if he got into trouble. Wooten! Yeah, so fun to say. Thank you for your question. Let's take a look. Mr. Freeman's pointed out that Spike also made a guest appearance on The Muppet Show. Excellent. Oh, he played Mr. Poppy from the Nativity movies. Yeah. Thank you for pointing that out. Oh, Dino Birdie asks, who's your favorite countdown presenter? Well, I do like Countdown, and I'd say my favorite presenter is what's his name? Nick Weir. Have I got that right? Nick Weir? Yeah, I think I've got that right. Yeah, it's Nick Weir is my favorite countdown presenter because I always like how he greets us at the beginning of the program. Good afternoon and welcome to Countdown. I always like his friendly greetings, and I always like how he wears a suit and tie. Mayday 51's just tuned in, so hello, Mayday. Oh yeah, of course. I'm thinking of Nick Weir from Catchphrase. Sorry. I meant Nick Hewer. Yeah, that's it. Nick Hewer. Yes, that's who I'm talking about. Yeah, sorry. But I was right about that I like his friendly greetings at the beginning of the program. Good afternoon and welcome to Countdown. And I always like how he wears a suit and tie. So Nick Hewer is an excellent Countdown presenter, so thank you for your question. Hello, Mayday 51. Again, I managed to greet you this time. Mr. Freeman asks, did you know that Des O'Connor appeared with Morecambe and Wise a few times? That sounds likely that might have happened. Because, I'm not sure if I have, but it sounds likely that would happen, so thank you for your question. Mr. Fanatake asks, who's your favourite character from Mrs. Brown's Boys? Mine are Agnes Brown herself and Buster Brady. Favourite Mrs. Brown's Boys character? Well, I really like Mrs. Brown herself and, Winnie! Yeah, those are my two favourite characters, so thank you for your question. Apparently, Mr. Freeman's pointed out that Des O'Connor was the butt of Morecambe and Wise's jokes. And Mayday 51 says tune in, that was an infamous Eric and Ernie sketch there. Wow, so many facts about Morecambe and Wise and Des O'Connor. I like it. What? I should point out that I forgot to set the timer for this week's show. So I'll tell you when it's the end of the show, the old-fashioned way, with my voice. Just pointing that out. Now, a new question's coming, and it's from Mr. Fanatic. Did you know the actors of Rory and Dino are leaving Mrs. Brown's Boys? Are they? No, I did not know that. No, I didn't know that. I don't know what to say. Apart from thank you for your question. Mr. Freeman's given out another Morecambe and Wise and Des O'Connor fact. Morecambe and Wise would often make fun of Des O'Connor in disparaging ways with rhyming phrases. Like, if you want me to be a goner, get me an LP by Des O'Connor. That does rhyme. It's an interesting fact. Dino Birdie asks, do you remember the BBC Video Globe logo? Well, as I think, I do remember that the BBC had a spinning globe during continuity announcements, and I remember on a few BBC videos I had when I was younger, there used to be a spinning globe at the beginning of some of them, so I do remember That logo. Thank you for your question. Oh, Mr. Robertson has. Oh, he's just pointed out Roy already left. Roy already left the series. Oh, oh yes, I do remember that story. It just completely went from my mind, and Mr. Robinson has kindly reminded me. So thank you very much, Mr. Robertson, for pointing that out. Now then, while we wait for the next question, who wants to see the lights on my Christmas tree? Well, I'm going to show them to you anyway. Now, would you look at that? And I'll leave them on when I answer this next question, which is, what are your favourite Walker and Y sketches? Mine are the breakfast sketch, and a sketch where they sing "I Want to Be Like You" from the Jungle Book. Well, my favourites. I only have one favourite sketch. They're all great. They're all great Morecambe and Wise sketches. But if I was to pick a favourite, it would be definitely the breakfast sketch when they're dancing in the kitchen. So that's my favourite Morecambe and Wise sketch. Thank you for your question. Oh, lovely comments on my tree. Mario Fanatic says beautiful. Mayday51 says nice. And Dino Birdie says that's a cool Christmas tree. Thank you very much, everyone! Now then, next question. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I found it. And it's from Mayday51. What is your favourite Christmas song? I have a few. I wish it could be Christmas every day. Merry Christmas, everyone. You know. Merry Christmas, everyone. That one. Oh, Jingle Bells. Love Jingle Bells. And we wish you a Merry Christmas. What else? I can't think of any more. So those are my 4 favourites. I wish it could be Christmas every day. Merry Christmas, everyone. Jingle Bells, and we wish you a Merry Christmas. Thank you for your question. Oh, Mr. Freeman's also pointed out that there was that Jungle Book sketch had Eric Morecambe dressing up as Baloo the bear and Ernie Wise dressed up as King Louie. Nice! Thank you for pointing that out. Oh, Mayday51 apparently says apparently finds something funny. I don't know what I said that's funny, but maybe he was finding the fact about that Jungle Book sketch from Morecambe and Wise funny. I don't know what it could be, but overall, I think I'm pleased that he's finding something funny. Mario Fanatic 2004 says, that's the name of the episode, by the way. Eh? What episode? What on earth are you talking about? Have you gone mad? Or have I missed something here? Anyway, while we wait for him to reply, Bertie Boy 05 has tuned in, so hello, Bertie Boy! And he says, what do you hope to do next year? Next year? Let's see. Well, I haven't made any plans for the new year. But I'm sure I'll come up. I'll make a to-do list for stuff to do in the new year. Thank you for your question. Oh, Mr. Freeman says they weren't actually singing "I Want to Be Like You," but they were miming. Okay. And Mayday51 asked, what is your favourite film to watch at Christmas? Overall, in other words, what's your favourite Christmas film? My favourite Christmas film has to be Elf. Because, one, it's very funny. 2, it has Will Ferrell in it. And 3, Will Ferrell is very funny. Thank you for your question. Mr. Freeman says, do you like Vic Reeves and Bob Mortimer, Vic and Bob? If so, do you think they're a good double act? Yes, I do like Reeves and Mortimer, and they do make a good double act. Thank you for your question. And Bertie Boy asks, what is your opinion on the Home Alone films? Oh, I love the Home Alone films, especially the first 2. Oh, and especially the scenes with the burglar. Well, my favourite scene in the first film is with the burglars in the house and all the traps that little Kevin set for them. Oh, I love the one where that burglar, his head goes on fire. You know what I'm talking about. Fire aims on his head and he goes, ah! Yeah, love it. I love it. Thank you for your question. Excuse me. Oh, Mr. Freeman says, what do you think of the old-time comedians like Laurel and Hardy, Buster Keaton, Harold Lloyd, and Charlie Chaplin? They are all, they were all comedy geniuses. And I'm very, very sure that they inspired other people to become comedians. Those people I'm talking about are the ones who want to be comedians. I'd say that all Laurel and Hardy, Keaton, Lloyd, and Chaplin are great inspirations for people who want to get into comedy. So they are great. They were great. They were very, very well loved, and great inspirations for people who want to get into comedy. So thank you for your question, Mr. Freeman. Well, while we wait for the next question, Mr. Fanatic has pointed out that he only likes the first and the second Home Alone films. Fair enough. Ow! Oh! I just bit the side of my mouth! Oh! Don't worry, I'll be alright. Ah! I hate it when that happens. Oh. And Home Alone 2 is his favourite Home Alone film. Nice! Oh, and Mr. Fanatic says, Ryan, you didn't answer my question about your favourite Mrs. Brown's Boys episode. Didn't I not? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, Mr. Fanatic. But I'll answer that for you now. That would be Mammy's Coming. Because I think it does have my favourite Mrs. Brown's Boys quote ever. Remember, I'll read out an edited version of it, because as you know, got swear word in it. I remember your father's last words. Oh, freak, it's a bus! Yeah, love that. So, thank you for your question. It's been answered, so hooray! Oh, Mr. Freeman says, what do you think of Dick and Dom? If so, do you like Dick and Dom in Da Bungalow? And I understand you watch kid shows with other kids, like your niece and nephew. Well, Dick and Dom are they're mad, but in a good way. Funny mad. Yeah, that's what I mean by mad. Very funny mad. Yeah, and my niece and nephew, they are huge Dick and Dom fans. So thank you for your question. Oh, Mr. Freeman's. Mr. Freeman says that he didn't answer. I didn't answer a question about. he didn't. I didn't answer a question he asked about the video he uploaded with a picture of a Dalek with my head on it. Well, I like that fact. So I really like the fact. I'm glad I've kept you laughing. So thank you for your question. Bertie Boy asks, what is your favourite thing to have for your Christmas dinner? Oh, I love the Christmas dinner. It's probably my favourite thing of ever on Christmas time. Well, there's the turkey itself. Love the turkey. And the roast potatoes, the cranberry sauce, and the Brussels sprouts. Those are my favourites. But if I was to pick one thing in the Christmas dinner, it would be the roast potatoes, because I love roast potatoes. Oh, I'm hungry now. Oh, what did I say about asking food-related questions? But I've got nothing against it. But I'm just warning you, whenever someone asks me a food-related question, I go hungry. So I won't mention that I love the Christmas pudding as well, and the cake. Oh! Ow! Now I'm doubly hungry! Ah! Oh, Mr. Robertson asks, how many SpongeBob SquarePants episodes have I seen? Now, that's another one I've seen with my niece and nephew, but I can't explain how many I've seen. I think about 121, I think. So thank you for your question. Mr. Fanatic asks, have you watched Higgledy House? I understand you watch other shows with other children. Thank you. And yes, I have seen that with my niece and nephew when they were quite young. So probably about in their toddler years, because I mean they're big children now, but they used to like Higgledy House, and I enjoyed watching it with them. So thank you for your question. Miss Mayday 51 asks, what would you have been like in Da Bungalow with all those kids and Dick and Dom messing about, like with other celebrities in the later series? I suppose I'd be alright, but if things go completely out of control, it'll be bye-bye, and I'll be out of there. So, and I get my niece and nephew to take my place. So, thank you for your question. Oh, Mr. Freeman asked, did you know that Oscar Barnett will be bringing back his TV Burp series in 2022? Is he? Well, I've heard that TV Burp is his favorite TV show of all time, and I like how he's made his own version of the show, because I'm very happy that he got inspiration from the show to make his own series. That's probably the same way that Mayday 51 got his TV Burp into the world, because he got inspired by Harry Hill. Thank you, Harry Hill, for inspiring Mr. Barnett and Mayday 51! Thank you for your question. Oh, and he's explained why he's doing it. Why Mr. Barnett's bringing back his TV Burp. It is to celebrate 10 years since he started his TV Burp, and 20 years since Harry Hill's TV Burp started, though a pilot was broadcast in 2001. Good idea to bring back his TV Burp to celebrate the 10th/20th anniversary. Great idea. Mr. Robertson asked, how much food have you ate today? What did I say about food-related questions? I suppose I'll have to answer it. Let's see. Well, for breakfast, I had apricot jam on toast. Then at lunch I had a sausage roll, and then in the afternoon I had a satsuma. So thank you for your questions. Mr. Freeman asks, have you heard of the band Hot Chocolate? If so, what's your favourite song from them? I have heard of the band Hot Chocolate, but I don't have a favourite song from them. So, thank you for your question, and I'm afraid I can't answer it. Mr. Freeman says, also, as well as Heaven Knows I'm Miserable Now, what are your other favourite Smiths songs? Mine are This Charming Man, Hand in Glove, Girlfriend in a Coma, and Panic. Well, Hand in Glove, This Charming Man, Every Day is Like Sunday. I think I've got that right. So those are my other favourites. Thank you for your question. Mr. Fanatic says, Ryan, are you watching this year's Christmas special of Mrs. Brown? Oh, so Mrs. Brown is having another Christmas special this year. Good for her. So, yes, I will be watching that Christmas special this year. So, thank you for your question. Oh, Mayday 51 says, yay, to something. Actually, hold on, everyone. I've got a question to ask Mayday. Mayday, when will we be expecting Brian and Brianna's what's it called? The Friday night thing. Friday Night Fever? No, is that right? Your Friday night new program. You know which one I'm talking about. I'm looking forward to seeing that, so when can I be expecting that? If only I could remember the name of that program. Okay, next year, sometime next year. Cool. Now, can I just say, stop asking questions, because we're almost out of time. So I'll just read out these last few questions before we finish for this week. First of all, Mr. Freeman says, what do you think of the birthday present I got this year, Ryan? Well, it looks like you've been a lucky boy, Mr. Freeman, and got lots of nice presents. So thank you for your question. And Mr. Fanatic says, did you know that Wayne Forrester, the actor who played Roly Mo, is in a video game called Xenoblade Chronicles? No, I didn't know that, but thank you for your question. And the last question for this week is from Mr. Freeman, and he says, what do you think of videos I uploaded with Bill and Ben and Muffin the Mule in pantomimes? Now, I was amazed to see how Bill and Ben, the Flower Pot Men, and Muffin the Mule were in pantomimes. Oh, I would love to see footage of that. Oh. If anyone finds footage of Bill and Ben in pantomimes, let me know, because I'd love to see them. As we've run out of time, I'll be the buzzer. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, that's all we've got time for, I'm afraid. Oh, and Mayday 51 pointed out that Andy Pandy and Bill and Ben did a stage show as well. Oh, I'd love to see footage of that as well. So if you find footage of that, let me know about that as well. Well, that's another show done for this week. And I got no messages that the audio corrupted, so hooray and hurrah! Thank you all for tuning in. And I'll see you again next week. Cheerio! What a lovely tray.